Sorry this video is a bit longer than normal. I try to keep them below 30 minutes, otherwise people tend to get bored. But there was so much on this last day that I wasn't prepared to split the video in half. Enjoy! Guy up here taking a photo of my bike. He looks like he's ready to ride it. Well, the lady I've just met, who works at the place I stayed at last night, suggested I came up here and just took a look at this. And since it's my dad's, or would have been my dad's birthday today, 20th of June, I thought I would just pop inside and have a few thoughts about him and my mum. And somebody who maybe has kept me safe these last 2 weeks, or something. So this is Mallory Abbey, Mount Melleray. For mum and dad. Some people will think that's a little strange, but there we go. Who knows? Beautiful place. I've got very little to donate, I'm afraid, but I really don't think that matters. And this is the community church. Very beautiful too. What a window that is. Amazing. No idea how old these windows are. Well, this place occupies a beautiful spot on top of the hill, and you have the cemetery here. I don't know whether it's a public cemetery or what, probably. Anyway, a little bit of spirituality injected into the event, which has calmed me down slightly after being ripped off last night. Well, it is a beautiful morning, I have to say. here. A little bit like an early May morning in England. Just riding into Dungarvan. I think it's a pity I didn't stay the night here last night. Well, we have the rainbow flag up here. What's in here? Almost reminiscent of France. Sat in a square, about to have breakfast. Now this is what I call the full Irish. Oh my goodness. I won't need anything else today. This is the harbour in Dungarvan, where I've just enjoyed an enormous full Irish. Lovely place, lovely day. It looks like I'm not going to get any rain, so what a shame that is. It would have been nice to have had rain every day, wouldn't it? Anyway, enough of my moaning. Just enjoy this lovely place. Lovely morning. Hope it's going to be this nice tomorrow, and I hope the sea states will be no rougher than this. So I forgot to do the map again, so I'm going to go over and do it on this table here. So yesterday I went from here all the way along the coast here, Kinsale, and then up to where I stayed last night, which is near Dungarvan. A very weird place, I have to say. All good things must come to an end, and today is my last trip actually in Ireland. So I started off today and I went down here and along to Dungarvan, which is where I am right now, and then I'm basically going to make my way over to Waterford, which is there, but I'm going to go across here think I'm going to go up this way here, down to the coast, along the coast, and then up to Waterford. In Waterford I shall stop for a bit, and then I'm going to make my way out to Passage East, and I will go over. I'm meeting a guy who's on a Triumph Thruxton, I believe, a guy called Jack. I'm going to go out here with him to Hook Head, and then after that, at some point, we will say cheerio to each other, and I will carry on out to Rosslare. Hope you can see that. So I've gone from here down to here, all the way along here to Rosslare, and that completes the circumnavigation of Ireland. I'll open the map up when I get home, and you can see it properly. Just to think, there's not been many days I could have actually done this. It would have been lashing down with rain. Well, it's nearly 11:30 and I really don't want to leave here, but I've got to get over to Waterford to meet this guy later on, so it's time to go. Let's get on with it. A little bike, resting. We got a long trip tomorrow. That was Dungarvan. Those of you who are extremely observant will notice I've done a few clips of myself riding up and down roads to edit into my videos, but I wasn't wearing my yellow jacket. Well, if you're wondering why I haven't done anything before like it, I'm simply not inclined to do that in the pissing rain and howling winds. Anyway, today is the last drive in Ireland, and it is a lovely day, so we'll see what the day brings. Well, this is the kind of landscape we've come to see. what a country this is, eh? This would be an old copper mine, because they call this the Copper Mine Coast. No point in worrying about there being any snakes out here, because there are no snakes in Ireland. But this looks like an old copper mine to me. What would I know though? One beautiful vista after another. Guy up here taking a photo of my bike. He looks like he's ready to ride it. You look like you got the right colour gear on.
I do. I've been noticing some of your posts online.
Oh really?
I have a motorbike Ireland page.
Oh yeah?
I copped you coming up here. I said, that's the chap. I said, I'd see this travelling around.
Yeah.
Yeah. I copped on some of the bike pages.
Yeah.
I've seen posts coming up. Oh.
Yeah, well it's I'm not far to go. Back to Rosslare now.
Oh yeah, not too far, yeah.
Yeah, I'm meeting a guy in Waterford.
Yeah.
On a Thruxton.
Okay, right.
And he's going to come out with me for...
Lovely. You heading towards Tramore then, onto towards Tramore?
Yeah, I'm going as far as Tramore and then up to Waterford, meeting him at East Passage.
Passage East?
Passage East even.
That's where I'm from. The Ferry.
It's strange they call it Passage East when actually it's on the west.
There's Passage West down in Cork.
Ah, right it is, you're right,
That has a ferry too. That has a ferry as well.
You're right.
That's where I'm from. Yeah, no, I have a bike myself. And I said, I said, I've seen that chap. I said,
well, it's the yellow, isn't it?
Yeah, I said, it's the bike as well, like, I mean.
Yeah.
You enjoying your trip around?
Well, I've done a video on that, actually.
Yeah.
I can't say I've enjoyed meeting people like you.
Yeah.
I've thoroughly enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Enjoyed meeting lots. I've arranged to meet different people.
Yeah.
But riding around Ireland for 2 weeks, 12 days of which have been in the pissing rain and howling gales.
Yeah, it's heavy going.
And I mean, actually, 2 weeks isn't enough time really to enjoy it anyway. I've done it as a challenge.
Yeah, fair play. Jeez.
So,
what year is she?
88.
Oh, 88.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not pleasant with the rain. Like, geez, I was down in Clarity myself there for the bike fest there a couple of weeks ago. And I came home on the Sunday. Oh, but it was just lashing rain. There was a couple of lads, like, it was just sitting there. You know yourself. I'm afraid I'm one of these people who I wouldn't even go out on a bike if it was drizzling. Yeah. Yeah, same as that. Like.
But I mean, I've now seen everything.
That's what I said to a fellow before. I said, bikes like that. I said, bike now is just it's a luxury item.
Yeah.
That I don't have to always be on it going to work and everything else. Like. But,
yeah, I've got another more comfortable bike I could have easily brought.
Yeah.
But that wasn't the
That's
idea.
That was the
but nobody else. I mean, I've videoed this all the way around.
Yeah.
And I'll stick it up on YouTube eventually. I mean, I've not seen anybody else on YouTube who's done all the way around Ireland on a little bike.
No, like back in the days, that's all we had. That was a big bike to any of us. We had a high RXS, and they were a great joke. Yeah. Great bike to get around. But because I've talked to a fellow, a friend of mine started on bikes. We kind of started in his 40s and learned, and I kind of went to 50 and went straight to a 600. And I said, Jesus, back in our day, you had an RG80, in the 80s, you went to 100. You kind of learned your trade on it. If you understand me, like you had to get, like whatever. Like.
I mean, I had a girlfriend, and her dad had a 650. Yeah. Thunderbird 650. That was a big bike. That was a huge bike.
Back in the day, 600s, 650s were huge bikes. Like, do you know what I mean? It's.
Well, I mean, I've had the old. Went down to the south of France on a 1600 Intruder.
Yeah.
And that was good fun. That was a really good holiday actually. But I've not really done much. I've not done any long rides.
Yeah. It's nice to see. Like I was watching, and every time I said I've seen your photographs go up, and I'm kind of.
Yeah.
Keen, I said, there you go. I said, like, it's nice to see people having different adventures.
Yeah.
It really is. Like, it's simple things.
I'll tell you what, I'll get a shot of us.
Yeah, no bother.
And I'll stick it up on that page.
Yeah,
all right?
No bother.
Well, I tell you, this is stunning. Stunning riding along here. Look at that. What a view. Maybe I should take it down on the beach like Daniel Hayes does. I reckon I could do that, don't you? Lovely smell of manure here. So I just wanted to say I took the bike down on the beach, spun some donuts down there, but obviously I couldn't film it, so that is a shame, but we'll just have to take my word for that. The Royal National Lifeboat Institution are here. Further than this, can I? I mean, tell me, where in England does a road like this get you tarmac? Unless your local MP lives up there, I suppose. I'm not saying I haven't encountered a few rough roads over here, because I have. But I mean, no potholes like we have at home. Bumps, yes. But what they seem to do, I mean, like they re-tarmac the whole surface here, instead of just chucking down a load of tar and putting some chippings over it. Coming down now into Passage East, where we get the ferry across to, and then shoot out to Hook Point. This is the inlet, or the river estuary that goes up to Waterford. But in the end, I'm not actually going into the town today. I've been there many times, and I would have liked to have gone back, but we haven't got enough time. I'm just trying to stick to the coast and seeing way too many interesting things out here. Trying to do a ferry every day. Not quite. This is Passage East near Waterford, and hoping to meet Jack here in a minute on his Triumph Thruxton, and we're going to go out to Hook Point Lighthouse, where I think we might be able to get a cup of tea or something. Chew the cud. This is the ferry from Passage East, I think, to Arthurtown, I think it's called, and that's Waterford up there to the left, and the sea down here to the right. Quite a current here, actually. Absolutely. I mean, I would never go out on the bike if it was drizzling normally. And I can tell you, when people say I've never seen wind and rain like it.
How long have you been out for?
2 weeks.
Okay.
Been all around the Antrim coast and that, you know.
We haven't had a lot of rain.
Oh God! I mean, I've only had 2 days. Today being one of them, when I've had absolutely no rain.
Right.
Day before yesterday it didn't rain.
Yeah.
But I mean, I have been up around the Antrim coast. Have you been around the Antrim coast?
Yes, yeah, we did that about 3 years, 4 years ago.
That's a bit lower. Some of the corners on that a bit.
Well, the friends behind us, they're from.
Down into Dungarvan. telling me about funny they got the reflectors going round there now.
Yeah.
Even at this time of day. I presume we've got to pay to get out that far, haven't we?
Yeah, you do.
Just going to add some oil, 2-stroke oil to the old YB. Build up some power to overtake this bicycle. These old ruined houses here. And the cost of land here is such that it is cheaper just to leave it and build something new. Sign back there saying the road surface is unfinished. Looks pretty finished to me. We're approaching somewhere called Tintern Abbey, which of course we have a Tintern Abbey in Monmouthshire in Wales. Tintern Abbey. I'm driving this bike across a washboard, which is not expected. So this is the Irish Tintern Abbey. I always think of that with Ringo Starr on the Thomas the Tank Engine.
Oh, right. That's law.
The law's the law and we can't change it. Tintern Abbey, the same as ours.
Yeah. There's probably
it must be something to do with the branch of religion.
Well, I think
Cistercian monks or whatever they were.
All America on 150.
Yeah.
It's hilarious, and he's a very funny guy. It's about 5 years ago now since he did it.
Yeah.
But he's a really funny guy.
Yeah, yeah. I'm on the washboard. It's not very nice, and anybody who's had to travel any distance on this, that's my sympathy. Well, this is where me and Jack part company. Okay, mate. Take care. Thank you very much. I'll be in touch, alright? Cheers then. What a nice guy. So many nice people that I've met over here, I have to say. It just blows you away. And without a motorbike, unless you had a baby or a dog, you're not going to get chatting to like-minded people. Well, this is about the worst road I've been on in Ireland. It's been a hell of a mess. I think this is the road that Jack told me not to go on. But unfortunately I put it into my beeline, and now I can't see a regular map as to where I am, but anyway, I'm doing it now, so too bad. So I'm still sticking to the little roads, coming into Kilmore Quay. Yes. Now at Kilmore Quay. And the next lot of ocean I'm going to see, I think I will be on the ferry. This is so this is as good a place as any for me to sort my luggage out, because I'm not going to want to take it all into the hotel tonight, trusting as I am. Rid of all my oil now at least. I'm not going to get rid of my coat hanger. I think that would be tempting fate. Well, that's everything then. Let's hope it all stays in place till we get home. 1700 miles down. On the little YB. Fat man, tiny bike, roams Ireland. Just arriving back in Rosslare 2 weeks after I left, having done a 1600 mile circumnavigation of the coastline of the island of Ireland. I think the little YB 100cc oil burner done bloody well. Especially carrying a man of my considerable stoutness. Well, for the final time, Ferry Port House in Rosslare. Fat man, tiny bike, roams Ireland. Here I am back again after 1600 miles and 2 weeks. Going to be up at 5:30 tomorrow morning to get the ferry back to Fishguard and then home.